Hi guys, it's Andrew here from AGT Engineering. Just thought I'd show you guys what we've been working on the last couple of months. It's a new Canbus translator for the LS engines into the BRZ 2886 FRS platform. A few of you guys have probably seen the previous Canbus translator that we had. This has been around for a couple of years now and used for LS conversions and even other non-LS motors into vehicles like the BRZ 86 FRS. It's also used in Subarus, WRXs, and also Nissans. So most cases it's a Canbus to Canbus translation. But if your motor's an older motor that doesn't have Canbus, or it's not supported by this emulator, you can wire it up to have a hardwired Tacho input and also a temperature input as well, to at least get your dashboard working with RPM and your temperature gauge. So anyway, that's that one. So yeah, this new one, it's actually a plug and play module. So what you do there, instead of with the old system where you had to wire up into the plug various wires, power, Canbus, malfunction light, whatnot, all this is taken care of by removing your BRZ 86 FRS ECU. It's under the dash. So what you do is take the circuit board out, and the new circuit board is this is the new Canbus translator. So not only does it do Canbus, it translates a load of other signals in the car. So one that people mention is your accelerator pedal position sensor. It's different voltages between the GM and the Subaru. So this actually converts the analog signals of the pedal, so you don't need to change the pedal to the GM one. You can keep the OEM vehicle pedal. So yeah, it does all your pedal switches, like your brake and clutch switch. It interfaces to your radiator fans, interfaces to the relays and fuses, so you don't have to rewire the car. So this car here has got it, and there's no wiring mods at all done to the car. It's all plug and play. The only wiring mod we have to do is wire up the GM harness to the 86 plug, and that sort of comes with a kit as well. There's a blank plug there with pins which you just crimp on to the GM harness and plug it in, and that's about it. So this is the new board. This goes into the stock ECU, and you can plug that straight into the dash, and that's about it for the wiring. So let's have a look. So this is a BRZ. Other things that the BRZ's got is Pushbutton Start. So that's all working. It's also got dual climate control. So that's all interfaced to the board as well. And the engine I've got on this one is a LS3, which comes with a variable displacement air conditioning compressor. So that's also on the new board to run the variable displacement compressor. So everything's sort of thought about on this one. So yeah, press the button and it goes on to accessories. Got ignition, and of course got to put the foot on the clutch. And start her up. So as I said before, the accelerator's the Subaru accelerator. All the warning lights are out. Like the previous emulator, it's got a screen, but because the circuit board is hidden under the dash, the screen's not readable. So this one's got a remote screen. one thing I'd like to note too is it's got the cruise control interface as well, so we can get cruise control functions. You also use the cruise control to change settings and display pages on the screen. So that's the main screen. That's similar to the original Canbus Translator. It's got the flashing Subaru and GM LAN tags there, so that's showing that it's got comms to both systems. The second screen, that's sort of showing all the inputs. So put the foot on the brake. It's got 2 brake switches, normally open, normally closed. It's got a few other things there that I can't do at the moment, but this is useful for fault finding if need be. The second page, it's a couple of your analogs, so your accelerator inputs. Also, it monitors your BRZ battery current and temperature. And this is translated to the GM, so all those sort of systems work as the OEM intended. And this one's your outputs. So you've got your fan, it controls your radiator fans. It's got your oil pressure lamp output and the fuel pump. So it's no mods to the fuel pump. It's running the stock fuel pump controller. And if your LS engine supports variable speed fuel pump, it'll translate to a variable speed fuel pump in the BRZ. If not, it's just simply on and off. So yeah, once again, no wiring mods there. It's all just plug and play. And this is a setup screen. One thing that the original Canbus Translator had, you could set the various traction control gains or limits. This one here's got a few different settings. You can actually change the gain on normal mode, sport, and when you got traction control off, so you can have a bit more of a refined control on your traction control. It also got an option there of where your vehicle's auto or manual, as the Canbus is different between an auto and manual. So rather than change the switches on the board, it's software configurable. Other than that, that's about it. We've got temperatures just come up, so yeah, these will be available. This is a prototype, but yeah, the got a few orders already, pre-orders, so yeah, they'll be available very shortly. Thanks for watching.